Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami, dhammang saranang gacchami, sanghang saranang gacchami. Sadhu, 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 sadhu. Okay. Long time no see. Look at your face. Very happy. Everybody happy, cheering. Okay. Now the topics we are going to investigate and study is a nama rupa. Before we come into the lecture, I would ask you, Minyi, have you had lunch? Have you had lunch?
Yes, I have lunch. A little.
A little.
Yeah. 1 spoon.
Okay. What did you have for lunch?
I have đậu hũ and tomato rice.
Rice. Boiled
Yes.
rice or fried rice? What kind of rice did you have? Boiled
No,
rice?
fried rice.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you taste the rice?
Because before 5 minutes I eat, so I eat very fast. I take I no feeling because I see that it's very fast.
Yes,
In
so
my mind.
you act like animal.
Yes, when I spoon in my mouth, I use mouth is very fast. After
Yes,
that, I see that the
acting like
sound.
animal. And you know
Yes.
that the consequence is if you keep acting like animals, you will be reborn as an animal in next life. Would that disturb you? No. Okay. What did you have for lunch, Nguyen Trang?
The master, I have lunch already. I ate the egg.
Eggs.
Eggs with
Okay, let's stop here. Stop here. What kind of eggs did you have?
Trứng xào. I don't know how to say.
Oh, fried rice, yeah, fried egg. Okay.
Yeah, fried egg. And
now, stop. Fried rice, fried eggs. Okay. How do you know it's an egg?
How do I know? Because they by my eyes, I
you see it.
Yeah.
You see it and you believe it. It's the egg. Have you made a mistake in believing something is not real? Is it the egg or not the egg? A chicken egg or duck eggs?
My mom make the food.
No, I didn't ask you your mom. I say you eat. You ate it, so you must know. But the question here is how do you know it's the egg? Maybe something else. Maybe rubbish.
Yeah.
How do you know it's the egg? How do you know?
Because of experience.
Okay, experience. That's a past historical experience. Okay, Cẩm Tú, have you had lunch?
Yes, Master. I have got lunch.
Okay, what did you have for lunch?
I have rice together with young sour pampu
Okay,
and few pieces of
what
mushroom.
kind of food you have?
Fruit? I have no fruit.
Vegetable?
Only young sour pampu.
Oh, part food. How do you know it's rice?
Yeah, that's it, the experience.
Yeah,
People
you
call it
see.
rice. Yeah.
You see by your eyes, and your experience tell you it's a rice.
Yes.
So it's not you to identify the object, but your experience tell you it's a rice. Okay. Thi Nhan, what did you have for lunch?
Yes, Master. I had a cup of cereal and one cake made from the seaweed.
Seaweed.
From bánh rong vịt.
Okay, seaweed. How do you know it's a seaweed?
I heard from the people called that name.
Okay. You heard it and you believe. And if you make a mistake in believing the wrong thing, how do you feel? Let me put you in a straight question. Before you get married, did you experience your husband? Or you heard that somebody told you your husband's nice, gentle, kind, and you marry him just because somebody told you the story about, good story about your husband, about that boy. And after the marriage, 10 years, you discover the story is not true. So what we usually every day, we see, we hear, we smell, and we believe in accordance with the people postulation. The majority of the people saying something and then you believe it. The past generation, your father tell you something and you believe it. You believe it's egg because your mother say it's egg. And you eat it, you say it's egg. Your father, your mother, your sister, your friend, everybody say it's the egg. And you say it's the egg. In the Kalama Sutra, the Buddha say, don't believe in anything. From a generation to generation, even from the book, from the majority of people. Because what they see, what they hear, what they smell is actually governed by the 5 aggregate. The 5 aggregate constitute the picture and make you believe it and keep you believe it. And you cannot change your mind because you are indoctrinated to believe in such a way. So every day we eat, we smell, we feel. It's not the way we actually feel, but we are feeling, reacting, happy or unhappy because our mental program dictates the way we believe and we act. So the happiness we are enjoying every day is not happiness at all. It's made up by something, by 5 aggregate in our brain, in our body. Now, today we try to explore very simple question. Rupa. What do you mean by Rupa? Rupa means the body. Okay. What do you know about your body? Every day we eat. We must use our mouth, a part of our body. You use our eye to see it. Otherwise, you put the food in the wrong mouth. Maybe sometimes you put the food into your nose. Have you experienced it? Because you see it's so good, tastes so nice, smells so good. Instead of putting the food into your mouth, you put into your nose. Have you experienced that? I did. When I was a little boy, it's nice soup, very nice, sweet. So in hurry, I put the sweet instead into my mouth, I put in my nose. We all experience the mistake. We all experience the wrong thing. There's no drama about experiencing the wrong thing. The worst is we don't change. We keep believing in it. We keep reacting to what we believe. Actually, it's cultivated and constructed by fire aggregate. And today we only learn Rupa, the body. Okay. How do you know your body? How do you feel your body? How do you use your body? In every day, you're moving, walking, sleeping, standing, sitting. Did you use your body properly? Or you just react to the vibration? When you see, when you hear, when you smell, and you react accordingly. So is it you to do it, or your fire aggregate dictate the way you do? And if you are dictated by the fire aggregate, the consequence is you are acting under delusion. And if you die with the delusion, you know where you will be reborn. Certainly, you know for sure. So, focusing on the eating, you see the food, see the egg, see the rice. Everybody see rice, okay? Because you are addicted to rice. I don't. I eat everything. Every day, I just finished with the vegetable, with the mango, no rice. And nothing wrong with having the lunch without rice. Still healthy. I'm 79. I challenge you, if you can survive to my age, and you can do the same. No rice. Why you get addicted to rice? Because you believe that it's a major contribution to your well-being. You need rice to survive. And the belief that you need rice to survive is a wrong belief. But you are acting under delusion, so you don't know what's going on in your body. How do you know the true your body? How do you know the true body? Okay, when you go to do the bath, you take the bath, go to the bathroom, and you are fully naked. You see the mirror, and you say, geez, my body is beautiful. Okay, you believe that your body is beautiful because when you are born, your mother say, daughter, you have beautiful body. And when you're growing up, the first one say nice thing to you about your body is your husband. Oh, your husband say, darling, you have the beautiful body. Is it true? Is it true that you have the beautiful body? The Buddha said, look deep down inside. The whole body constituted by 32 dirty parts, ugly parts. Okay, all the urea, tools, blood. Even you yourself, you don't want to see it. Have you seen your own body inside your body? To the X-ray machine with the color X-ray film, you see everything. And you see how ugly it is. Are you ugly? No. If I say you are ugly, you feel offended. You feel offended. You don't accept the truth. The truth is your body is really ugly. And smell. Have you smelled your body, skin? You look at, smell your skin. It's terrible. But if some people say you stink, you get upset. So what is your body? Is it skin, skeleton, flesh, blood, the head, shoulder, the eyes, the arms, the legs? Is it your body? Rupa is not about the body as people usually believe. The Buddha said you must contemplate the Nama Rupa to eliminate the samsara. But when he talk about Rupa, you must understand Rupa is not the tangible thing. It's not visible thing. It's not observable thing. It's not easy to observe it. At the low level, you may see, okay, in the literature, in the Dhamma literature, people say 32 parts, ugly parts, all sorts of things, skin, skeleton, or even I myself, I usually describe it in a very fascinating way. A movable, a portable toilet. Movable, portable toilet. Okay, it's a toilet. It's nothing. Ugly, smell. Everything inside your stomach until you discharge it into the toilet. But when people say you are stink, you get upset. So you're not contemplating your body. Okay, Rupa is not about the fleshes, bone, head, arms, legs. I give you one example. Every day you see many objects. If you are like people, you see your husband, your son, your friends. Of course, they're all object, external object. And if you are nuns, probably you see the Buddha image. And it's just the object for you to see. Okay. How do you identify the object? Like rice. How do you identify its rice? You must see it. And what you see is immediately transformed into 5 aggregate. Feeling, perception, mental formation, and consciousness. And it checked with the information, existing information in your consciousness. And if both the current and the existing one the same, and you make a conclusion that is a rice, okay? Boiled rice, sticky rice, or fried rice. We have many kinds of rice. cooking rice in different way. Maybe fried rice, boiled rice, many things. But how do you know it's the rice? Rice is the object for you to observe. Immediately, rice is transformed to the process of fire aggregate, and it becomes a rice inside your brain. No longer the external object, but inside your brain, which stimulate your perception, your feeling, your mental formation, and your consciousness. So fire aggregate come into play immediately. It mix up together. So if you try to observe, and if you want to eliminate the samsara, you have to understand at the higher level of knowledge. You have to possess a higher level of knowledge. That's why a lot of people in the Theravada tradition, they say Abhidhamma. Okay, it's superior Dhamma. It's not the normal Dhamma. Normal Dhamma called rice, but superior Dhamma they call the image of the rice, which contain everything: feeling, perception, recognition, mental formation, consciousness about the rice. So what you say is rice, but actually it's a process of recognition from the time your eye seeing something and it translated into the rice image in your consciousness. It takes only less than 1 second. Very quick. You cannot pay attention to it. But that's the whole purpose of meditation. If you can see how you reacting, and you know all the information created by the object will be translated into your feeling, perception, and consciousness, and react. You only react when you have the consciousness. And if you are unconscious, you don't react. You see the people who are vegetable in the hospital, they cannot react. They just lie down on the bed. So they have no consciousness. They are unconscious. A dead body, nearly dead body, still breathing, but no feeling. So you only react when you are conscious. But the problem here is how many ways you can react depending on the level of knowledge, depending on the awareness of the consequence of your reaction. So an object, external object, may create the vibration and you react. So it's a process of how you see, feel, and creating the image of the external object, and how you react intentionally or unintentionally, consciously or unconsciously. That's your choice. So the true teaching of the Buddha is not about the body per se. It's not about the flesh, hair, head, arms, legs, which constitute the Rupa. No. The Buddha said the process of knowledge, the process of understanding your body. So when you say you like rice, I ask you, what did you have for lunch? You say rice. Nearly 3/4 of the people, 75% of the people respond to me that they ate rice. I said, how do you know it's rice? They even don't know because people teach them. So it's going through the process of 5 aggregate, and it's cause restriction in your brain, in your consciousness. And until now, probably you understand that every piece of information you store in the consciousness will be selectively migrated to the consciousness, subconsciousness, and then Gandhava. And Gandhava is some kind of energy taking you to the next life. So if you are eating unconsciously, because the people telling you it's rice, and you believe it's rice, and then you eat without consciousness. So the consequence is, by the habit or by the karmic energy, you are acting like animal. You see? You are acting like animal. And if you are acting like animal, I wouldn't be surprised if you are going to be reborn as an animal next life. Because you train yourself. You are training yourself to behave in that way. So Rupa is not about the 32 parts. Rupa's, the doctrine of Rupa saying that it's comprised of 32 parts, so that you dislike your body, you detach the feeling of your body, you detach it. That's the first step. It's only applicable for the beginner. Okay, not for you. You are the most advanced, experienced meditator. So Rupa is the object, but Rupa is not the object per se. Rupa is a process of transforming your knowledge about the object. Okay, it's a process of recognition about the object. Whatever object may be a car, maybe a dog, maybe a cat. But how do you recognize a dog, a cat, a car? It's a process of information by 5 aggregate. 5 aggregate interacted together, causing you to recognize something which is consistent with the data or information storage in the consciousness. So what you see is not what you see, but what you see is depending on your consciousness. Your consciousness will store all information, select it, screen it, and apply it. That's why we are acting always, we are acting under delusion, because we didn't have the conscious or awareness of what we are thinking, what we are seeing, what we are smelling. But we mostly will react according to our consciousness. You see Rupa now? Rupa is not about the object. Okay, the husband is not about the husband. The man, the gentleman, the knowledgeable man, the handsome man, a lovable man. It's not about the husband. The husband is the transformation of your knowledge about a man. Your man, not other women mans. Your man inside your brain is my husband. You see, when you talk about him, you say, my husband. It's describe or depict the whole phenomenon. Feeling, perception, recognition, past, present, and future. Everything in one. So your husband is so different from other people's husband. Okay. So Rupa is a process. Rupa is a process. of transforming your mind. The important point in the contemplation is you have to know it's a process. If you know it's a process, you know if there is a process, that means there is a beginning point. And what else? After the beginning point, Minh Nhi, after the beginning point, what is the process?
Process is that is the object transforming knowledge about the object.
Cẩm Tú. The first point of the process is the beginning. Beginning for you to think, because the object causing vibration to you through your eyes, your ears, your nose. That's the first point. The first point of process. So there must be something next. What is it? After the first point.
So after the first point, the next will be the feeling.
Yes, the feeling, the perception, and then
And conclusion.
yes,
Like,
conclusion.
dislike.
Conclusion. What do you mean by conclusion?
That's it, perception.
No. When down, the first point in the process of knowledge is the observation, awareness of something happen. So what is the next point? If there is a first point, there must be something along the way.
Yeah, the second point is the feeling, Master.
Yes, and after the feeling,
After the feeling is like or dislike,
and then
React.
react,
yes.
Yes.
and then after reacting,
Before
Inside.
look, very simple. If there is a certain point of the beginning, and then during the process of transforming the information, there must be the end point. There must be the end point of that process. And that the end point is reacting. If you react to confirm what you believe, or you disconfirm your belief. And that's the end point. And that the end point will establish a next process of information in your brain, which you think, rethink, reconfirm, and then it calls samsara. You see, if you keep thinking, that's the first point. When you see something, you think, you feel, you react to reconfirm what you believe. That's the end point. But at that end point, doubt arises, suspicion arises. So you keep thinking again, you start the new process of information. So the process of information keep revolving, repeating again and again. And you know, the Buddha said that is samsara. That is the death and birth cycle. If you keep practicing it in your daily life, no matter whether you are aware or unaware, if you keep repeating the process of information, you are actually engaging in the samsara. And if you are engaging in the samsara during your lifetime, you will be subject to death and birth recycle. You cannot run away. The only way you can stop it is to stop thinking. Stop thinking. Stop thinking. Okay, just aware what it is. Okay, it's right. Aware, that's right. Okay, Don't reconfirm it. After you put 1 spoon in your mouth, you have the feeling. Stop the feeling. Stop perception. Just eating. You know, that's an act of eating. I'm chewing, I'm chewing. I'm feeling, I'm feeling. The feeling arises, the feeling disappears. There's no I, no me in the eating, in the act of eating, because only the process of knowledge and the process of information or recognition is a samsara. The trap is nobody know. That is samsara. Only the Buddha know. You don't need to sit for meditation in a long hour. Every day you have 3 meals. Okay, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you meditate when you are eating, that's enough. That's good enough. Okay, be cautious. Not what you eat, but the process of information. When you eat something disturbing you or something encouraging you, eat more or eat less. And that's just a thinking. Stop thinking. Just eat, eat, eat. And you know you are eating. And if your feeling arise, you know it's arise. A feeling disappear, you know feeling disappear. Don't try to analyze your feeling. I'm upset. I'm not happy because the rice is not properly cooked or whatever. Just eat. I'm eating. I'm chewing. I'm swallowing. I'm eating. I'm chewing. I'm swallowing. Okay. If you postulate any thinking during the process of eating, during the lunch, during the breakfast, during the dinner, you actually engage in samsara. Because you keep thinking, oh, who cooked that kind of food? Is it nice? Okay, I want more. That's all thinking. And even sometimes when you eat, when you're chewing the rice, but your mind keep wandering somewhere else. Would the debtor pay me? Would I have money to pay my debt? Or whatever, just too much. And it's samsara. Okay? Samsara mind causing samsara rebirth. Do you understand now? So Rupa is not about the object you observe, but the mental transformation in your brain. Okay? It keeps revolving, revolving, revolving. You have to stop thinking. Because Rupa is the object. Just see as it is. Okay? I think that's enough for today. Any question? Remember that I will put a question to you in the next session. Okay? If we don't have any questions, so we close here. May all the blessing cultivated through our learning of the true Dharma, may the Buddha bless us with the wisdom we know the true Dharma and avoid the samsara, the trap of the samsara. Just a feeling, nothing else. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, everybody happy?
Okay, Master.
Yes.
Every day's lesson become very difficult because we progress for about 3 months already. Okay, without the foundation, without the basic understanding, you cannot get up to the level of the Nama Rupa. But Nama Rupa is essential for detachment. You can live as you are, but you are detached from your feeling, from your perception, from your Rupa Nama. And you may become Arahant, even you are like, okay?